Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 3 here on Snowdrop Tundra, just hanging out, picking up 10 fancy apples for no reason other than going to bed on time. And we are having a good time here. 31,453 sneaky snacking, not too bad. It is looking like a pretty good time, but I've got some bad news to report about our team yesterday. Once again, well, Gardevoir did better, but our legendary only gave us one skill trigger yet again. So that is unfortunate, but in the case that we get only one skill trigger from either Suicune or Raikou, technically the Raikou one outperforms by 1. So, I mean, it's something at least. It's ×3 instead of ×2. So I guess it's technically better, but still very unfortunate that we only got the one skill trigger all day. We are going to get another 200 sleep points, puts us at a grand total of 3,699, which is a lot of points for us to work with a little bit later, but not right now. For now, we got our daily lottery. It's going to be another 15 diamonds. Very nice. Those might come in very handy next week. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report, and let's see what we've got going on. Hopefully it's something nice. I really am just here to see what I see and get what I get. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter what shows up. December 17th, we got 9 hours, 55 minutes of sleep. That makes sense. I've been, for some reason, very tired lately, and it seems like the more tired I am when I wake up, the more slumbering I get. But that, whoa, I was about to say that was balanced, but no, it was dozing. All right, well, a dozing sleep type on Snowdrop Tundra. I think that's actually pretty beneficial. I think that's where we find Delibird, if I remember correctly. 15.7 million. Not bad at all. I may be wrong though. I definitely don't think we have enough drowsy power for a Delibird. But it's also not gonna be enough, or not gonna be the right sleep type for us to get a Snover. The Swablu, is that what that is I see there? Altaria. Close. Okay, no new sleep styles. Not surprising. We got a Ghastly, a Mankey, Altaria, Psyduck, another Mankey, and a Swalot. Well, I don't know who here is gonna be worthwhile. Let's see. Mankey's hungry. Mankey's pretty good, but we do have 2 really good Primates already. Don't know that I want another Mankey. If you would have been hungry, I would have caught you. But given that Mankey's hungry, I think that's all we're gonna catch because we really don't need anything else. We might as well just take the hungry one, maybe get a better one. I mean, technically we could get a better Mankey. If we find one with helping bonus and berry finding right up front, that would technically be better than what we have now. So maybe we'll get lucky. We do have friendship level 10, which means we got the guaranteed gold at level 10, so maybe. But I also really don't want to spend those biscuits that we bought. I want to make sure to save those for next week because we never know what we're going to find, and you can burn through some biscuits real quick around here. Okay, so out of the candy... Actually, good call. Good question. I'm gonna go with Mankey Candy. It's probably actually the most is it? Maybe? Yeah, I feel like it's either that or Swablu Candy. But I think most people are using Dragonite now instead of Swablu, so Mankey Candy it is. Another 1,850 Dream Shards. I haven't checked in to see how many we got. Definitely need to do that before the holiday event starts. I want to see just how much we gain. Level 14 in Hardy Mankey. So let's see if this is any good. I see we already got berry finding at level 10. I see that already. But we got AAA. Carry limit is 12. Okay. So we definitely got berry finding. What else we got? Inventory up S. Don't really care about that. Skill trigger M. Don't care about that either. Ingredient finder M is pretty good. No, it's not. I don't know why I said that. It's not what we want. Skill level up S. Also not what we want. So nothing helpful outside of berry finding at level 10. And a neutral nature. I mean, this is going to be very highly rated just because it has berry finding, but none of the other sub skills are really what we're looking for. I mean, this is kind of a decent hybrid of berry finding and skill triggers for the charge strength. That's kind of nice. But I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely not the ideal Mankey. It's not what I would be extremely excited about. I am happy that we got berry finding. That's very good, very lucky that we got that in the level 10 slot. Not getting any kind of helping speed at all and the nature being neutral. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, berry finding is very good. It is a 50% production increase in strength, so that is very good. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh because all the other sub skills and the nature are not desirable, but I feel like this one is just kind of okay. I'm actually kind of surprised it's this high. I would have thought around PR 80, 85. Still pretty high, but not in the 90s. But berry finding is very good. It is very, very good. Do not mistake what I'm saying as me saying berry finding is terrible. It's not. It just, since I already have 2 good primates, I really needed this to do better, I guess, to really justify replacing it. I'm definitely going to keep this one as a backup. We might invest in it later. But as far as like, oh, this front of the line, we're investing in this one first. I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet, because we do have another primate that is berry finding as well. I would need to do a comparison between the 2 of them, see which one's better. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and do that right now and find out. So let's see if I am correct or not, instead of leaving y'all hanging on that mystery. Fighting type, where's it at? There it is. This is, nope, I actually have, wait, what? Oh, never mind, I don't have a berry finding primate, but I do have another berry finding Mankey apparently that I do not remember catching. So, oh yeah, there it is. There's the berry finding primate. I have a lot, a lot of Mankeys and primates apparently. So this is the berry finding primate. Let's go ahead and check. That's the helping bonus primate. This is the old berry finding Mankey that I caught at some point. This is the new berry finding Mankey, and this is apparently a new helping bonus Mankey that I've caught at some point. So we've got the startings of the primate army apparently. We are going to be pretty set when Annihilate finally comes to the game, but for now, let's see. We need to make this even. While that finishes in the background, everybody has helping bonus and berry finding super early on except for you, but you're the one we've invested in the most. So let's get everybody to 50. Then let's just make everybody fully evolved. There's probably a faster way to do this that I'm just not thinking of right now, but there we go. Everybody fully evolved at level 50. They're all about the same. They're all about the same. So there's that, which is not terrible. It's not a bad thing. Let's see if we go to Lapis. Nah, let's just leave it neutral. Technically bringing in more berries, 10 more berries per day. This Mankey, which is not the new one. This is the new one. This is the old new one. The one that I caught and didn't remember catching apparently. But the new one performs about the same as the old one, which is not the one we've invested in the most. This is the one we've invested in the most. This one is right behind it. We have evolved this one to a primate, invested in it quite heavily, but this one we were using for the helping speed, trying to get that helping bonus. But this one does outperform in the long run. This one's doing terrible. This one's only here because it has a helping bonus. I don't think we want to keep that one. That might be the one we get rid of. But as it stands, the old new one outperforms just a little bit. But with that small of a difference, let's see, does it make a huge difference if we go to Lapis? 2,000 a day? At the end of the day, not really. Not really. 56, 53. I mean, yeah, closer to 3,000 a day. So at the end of the day, not really a big difference. So maybe we invest in this one first since we've already started. And then once we get this one to a good point, start investing in this one. Maybe. But then again, by the time we get this one to where we want it, maybe we catch a better one. Maybe we finally get the helping bonus berry finding. At this point, I think we're just going to stay the course. We're going to keep this Mankey, and we're going to stay the course. We're going to keep investing in the one or two that we already have and see what happens in the future. I don't see any reason to waste resources swapping to a different Primeape, which is a Pokemon we don't really use all that often unless we're on Lapis. And even then, Meganium, I think, outperforms Primeape, if I remember correctly, so no point in using resources for that, but we will keep this Mankey, and I am so dumb. How am I just the worst at this? Anyway, I am just the absolute worst. So this is the Primeape with berry finding that we have at like level 25 or something. This one is the old Primeape that we have invested in. It was level 30 something. And then this one is, y'all are going to be yelling at me in the comments, I already know. This is the old new one that I don't remember catching that had berry finding at level 10. This is the new one that had berry finding at level 10, the one we just caught. And then this is an old one with helping bonus at level 10 that I don't remember catching either. But this is probably going to be the one we get rid of. It is performing the worst. The only reason we kept it is because it has helping bonus, and that's not really helping it when it's compared to all these others. So, gonna get rid of this one. This new one, I'm gonna keep it around, same as this old new one. I'm gonna keep them both around to invest in later if we need to. But like I said, we're not really using Primeape all that much, so I don't see any reason to waste resources investing in one of these two when we've already invested in these two, and these two, at least this one, performs pretty much the same. I mean, 17,000 compared to 18,000, 1,000 strength per day is not making a huge difference in the grand scheme of things when we would have to start over and reinvest in this one. And then this one, this old one, compared to the new one, they're about the same. It actually outperforms it a little bit by about a couple hundred. So there's really no point. It's not a huge enough difference to really justify reinvesting in some of these new ones here. And then this one just lags behind on every metric. So probably going to get rid of that one. But we are looking like we're getting the start of the Primeape army. Like I said, we're going to be very well off when Annihilate finally gets here, especially if we want to keep one of these as a Primeape and make use of that good sleep ribbon. Is that what it is? The good night ribbon? I don't know. I forget what it's called because I hardly ever say its name. But you know what I'm talking about. For now, we're just going to stay the course, keep it as it is. And this new Mankey, 88 PR. Not bad. It did get closer to what I thought it was going to be at the end of it all. But yeah, not bad. Not a bad Mankey. Definitely a solid catch. But for now, let's move on, and we're going to get another 937 sneaky snacking, and now I can go back to the screen that I meant to be on now. Sorry about that. I swear, one of these days, I'll get it right. But for now, we do have new news. I did know about this, but I didn't know what it was until I got spoiled just barely. I saw that it was bundles, so I knew we were getting some bundles. And it is like right before I sat down to record, I saw the notification, hey, bundles. No. Anyway, we've got Holiday 2024 bundles, and I think they're going to be some very good stuff, so let's check and see. Is that a Dream Cluster large I see back there? That star? Hold on. Okay. To accompany the Holiday 2024 Double Dream Shard Research Event, Holiday 2024 bundles, small, medium, and large, will be available beginning December 23rd, 2024, at 000 a.m. We've prepared some bundles of items such as Luck Incense and Dream Clusters, which can help you get Dream Shards. These bundles are great for this event. You can use your Dream Shards to try out the event limited Candy Boost. Note, please see the event notice for details about this function. We already know about it. It is double XP from your candies at the cost of 5 times the usual Dream Shards. Now, as someone very cleverly pointed out in the comments, keep in mind, it's effectively only 2.5 times the cost of Dream Shards because you are getting double candy. If you were to use it regularly without the candy boost, it would cost you 2.5 times less. So I probably did that math wrong in my head, but my brain's very dumb right now. But essentially, it's only a 2.5 times increase in cost, so it's not as bad as it sounds. They just, word things kind of badly sometimes. But you may also want to stock up on Poke Biscuits and Ultra Biscuits before the event to prepare for new encounters with Pokemon. Yes, I do like my Poke Biscuits. All right, the Holiday Bundle Small, 250 diamonds, very standard. That's what we like to see. 3 Poke Biscuits with a Luck Incense and 4 small handy candies. You can buy 3 of them. Honestly, solid bet. That's a Luck Incense for 250 diamonds. That's pretty good. We don't see Luck Incense come around too often in bundles, so getting one now, pretty good. I mean, we do see the one come around every time with the Good Sleep Day, but that's 1,500 diamonds. To get 3 of them for 750 diamonds is not a bad deal. Not bad at all. So definitely worth buying a couple of them just to have one on hand for whenever you want to do something very sneaky and get some good dream shards, especially towards the end of this event where we can use our legendary incense in conjunction with the Luck Incense to potentially see massive gains on our dream shards. So I definitely will be buying a couple of these. Very good there. And then we've also got the medium bundle, which is 1,200 diamonds. Kind of pricey, but I do see that it comes with a good camp ticket, as well as 6 Great Biscuits, 5 Poke Biscuits, and 2 Palmy Incense. I mean, for the good camp ticket and the biscuits, it's actually a pretty decent deal. I mean, you're basically buying the 6 Great Biscuits and getting everything else for free, essentially, because 6 Great Biscuits would cost you 1,200 diamonds. So that's not a bad deal, especially with a good camp ticket. If you got the diamonds, it's not a bad deal. I wouldn't shy away from it necessarily, but I feel like the Luck Incense is probably more useful for most players because of how many dream shards we really need in this game. So maybe the Luck Incense is more important, but the 1,200 diamond bundle is not bad. Not bad at all. But let's get into the big boy. The large bundle, 3,000 diamonds. This better come with a lot of good stuff. All right. You get 3 Ultra Biscuits. You get 11 Great Biscuits. You get 4 Luck Incense. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. You get a large Dream Cluster. So that is what I saw. A large Dream Cluster. 2 Alolan Vulpix Incense. Should be 2 of the rest, but it's only 1 Holiday Eevee Incense and 1 Holiday Pikachu Incense. I really don't like that you don't get Palmy Incense in there. I get why they did it, because they want to incentivize you to buy both bundles, but if you're spending 3,000 diamonds worth of real currency, you should get all of the incense for the event. I kind of don't like that. Maybe that's just me being greedy. I don't know, but I kind of don't like it. Also, 3,000 diamonds is a steep cost. If you got the diamonds, it's not a bad bundle. You get a lot out of it. That large Dream Cluster, probably going to be, let's see. At level 60, probably, I would guess, somewhere near 100k Dream Shards. If it's less than that, I'm going to be very disappointed in the large Dream Cluster. A medium is about 20,000, somewhere around there. So a large definitely should be pushing 100k. I would say no less than 80k. So should be worth quite a bit. That's a lot of sleep reports that worth of Dream Shards. So pretty decent. However, looking at all of them, for me, again, the most attractive is the small bundle. In terms of what's feasible for me to actually buy. Obviously, it's a small bundle. It's the only one I can afford. But you got the Luck Incense. So I'm sure we're going to see plenty of the Holiday Eevee and Pikachu. Seems like they've really turned up the spawn rates of the event Pokemon in recent months. So I think we'll see plenty of those. And then Alolan Vulpix and Palmy aren't leaving the game, so we'll be able to find them. So their incense, while nice, is not really something I have to have right now, you know? And then the good camp ticket, it's good if you're free to play. It's a good thing to try to get and keep on hand, but I'd rather, when I was a free player, I would have rather just spend the 500 diamonds to get a good camp ticket outright rather than buy the bundle with all the extra stuff that isn't necessarily the highest priority for me. But you may look at this different, and if you've got 1200 diamonds and that's looking attractive to you, by all means play the game in whatever way makes it the most fun for you. But for me, small bundle wins again. Medium bundle is actually pretty nice. I actually do not dislike it. It's a pretty close second this time around. That large bundle, I really like what's in it outside of the Pokemon incense at the end, but the rest of it is pretty nice. The 4 luck incense is very good. 11 great biscuits, I think is 2200 diamonds if I've done my math right, and then 3 ultra biscuits is another 1200. So that's 3400 diamonds worth of biscuits right there, and then you get everything else essentially for free. But that Dream Cluster L, that's going to be a real interesting question on exactly how much that gives you at level 60. Definitely don't use it until you're at max level if you aren't at max level yet, because you do get more for each level when you pop a Dream Cluster. So don't use that until you're max level or until you absolutely need it. But the rest of it looking pretty good. All in all, the bundles as a whole, pretty solid. Can't really complain too much about them other than the Pokemon instance, like I said before. But other than that, not bad. And, you know, it's right around the corner. We're almost there. I'm so excited for this event. It's going to be a fun time. All right. Well, we have... Ooh. Oh, yeah. No. All this news popped in yesterday. That's right. Yep. So that is the news. Good stuff. Good stuff all around. Very nice. All right. Let's check our community reports. We can hopefully get a decent number. 40. Very good. All right. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 doubled up out of 40. That's very good odds. Hey, Char the G, welcome to the level 5 club. I was wrong. I thought I only had one person left to level up, but there we go. Welcome. 2 small handy candies. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right. And that means that we get another 224 sneaky snacking. We're making lunch yet again because we are not really worried about cooking all that much. Just trying to get enough for the mission. There's a skill trigger. That's a good start. It's a good start to the day, buddy. Come on. Come on. Let's have a good day today, Raiko. All right. Let's see. Victory bell. Some more tomatoes. We're doing pretty good on tomatoes. I'm thinking I'm about ready to swap out and collect those mushrooms. It is Wednesday. It's early on Wednesday, so maybe. We're doing pretty good on soybeans, too. Let me see where we're at once I make this breakfast. 349, 363. Okay, so those were not ones that the game glitched out on. You over here hiding. Are you trying to hide your shame? You're not. I don't know why you're hiding. You actually did very well. Good job. Good start to the day. Very nice. Very nice, Gardevoir. Okay, let's check and see where we're at in our pantry. We should be in a pretty good place. But let's see. We're going to make the apple juice again. Fancy apple juice. Throw in that sausage we don't need. I'm holding on to the apples just to make more apple juice, just to get a little bit of XP on it and get it just that much closer to max level for when we're ready. Let's see. We want to hold on to everything else. I want to keep those tails. Those will be good pot filler later, and we're not going to get any more, so that's fine. We don't need the corn. That's right. I knew there was something that we didn't need. Oil. I keep saying I want to keep some, but then I keep thinking I don't want to keep too much. So we'll use that much. We do have a 30% chance of extra tasty. So, you know, if that could happen, that'd be great. Wish it would have happened yesterday when I put all the stuff in there, but still hasn't happened yet. So there's that. 6,941. Not enough for a level up. Makes sense. All right. So our pantry's looking pretty solid. We could go ahead and swap in for the Quagsire. That's the one. And maybe start working on these mushrooms. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea, to be honest with you. Actually, it's a good thing I collected for that. I said yesterday, probably shouldn't have collected that ingredient magnet from Walrein, but it's actually fine that I did because I'm about to swap team members, and so he would lose it anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, curries and stews, hidden power perk up stew. How are we looking? So we got, ooh, oof, we need to do some math. We need to do some math. All right, let's see, 132 soybeans. I think that's only like 4. I don't even think that's, yeah, I don't think that's 5. 132 divided by 28 is gonna be, yeah, 4.7 cooks worth of soybeans. Stews worth of soybeans. I don't know, how do we want to say that? Whatever, meals worth, that's the one. 4.7 meals worth of soybeans. We do have 5 meals worth of snoozy tomatoes. Yeah, it's probably time to start getting some of the other stuff. Probably that time. So let's see what we can do, because we do also have another plan that we're going to enact later. We only have the 2 slots to work with, but we got enough tomatoes for now. We can always bring Victory Bell back and not have to worry about it. So for now, let's get that Quagsire up and running. Get our mushrooms coming in. There you are, buddy. Plus, is it helping bonus yet? No, helping bonus at level 50. That's unfortunate, but I will take it. Charge energy will also help with getting mushrooms very quickly, especially on those days that Gardevoir is slacking. So that's good. And I think that's where we're going to leave the team for now. We're not going to swap out Golem just yet. I at least want to get the 5 before we swap in for Vikavolt. But again, I'm not really super worried about Vikavolt. Also, now that I think about it, with the plan I've got later, I don't think I'm actually worried about cooking. I'm just doing it just to do it, I guess. The 1700 Dream Shards will be nice, but I'm actually not really super worried about it. Nah, not compared to what I've got in store for later, so we're not going to do that. What did I hit? Wrong button, that's what I hit. I did say we wanted to check our Dream Shards. Let's see where we're at for now, and then I will let you guys go. We've got about 580,000 Dream Shards, so we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good right now. Let's see, we should be able to hit 6K, maybe, or 600K by the end of the week. But we'll have to see. Just that's a big maybe. That's a big maybe. But for now, we're in a good spot. We're getting ready for next week. Things are looking pretty good. We're already at grade 4 without really trying, so we're doing pretty well on that front. And yeah, not really anything for me to complain about. So that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. I say that like nothing for me to complain about, like I'm looking for stuff to complain about. Anyway, weird choice of words. That's where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, White, Husky Star, and JP. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button or the subscribe plus button if it's been changed for you yet. And for $5 a month, you can get early access to all the videos, as well as exclusive membership to a cool group of ace trainers. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come and join us, talk about Pokemon Sleep. And other than that, y'all have a good night. And until next time, later, dudes.